Ever have one of those songs that just clicks with you?
Yeah.
Like it becomes the go-to soundtrack for work or play or just about anything.
Oh, yeah, definitely.
Well, today we're doing a deep dive into one of those songs, Sidhu Moosewalla's East Side Flow. And we'll be using this article from the music site Beat Crave to guide us.
Okay, cool.
The article is by Wilson Carroll. He's a self-proclaimed Punjabi music fan and actually uses East Side Flow as like his own personal motivation anthem.
It's amazing how music can just have that effect on us. It goes way beyond, just passively listening to something. It can become a part of your life and even influence what you do.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Now, Carroll breaks down East Side Flow verse by verse, and right from the start, Moosewalla paints this picture of his journey.
Mm-hmm.
So instead of, focusing on traditional education, Moosewalla talks about the wisdom that he gained through his own experiences, especially on the streets.
Right.
And it's about overcoming those obstacles and achieving success, but on his own terms.
That idea of street smarts, that's something that really resonates. It speaks to the value of learning through experience, sometimes even more than formal education. And it's a perspective that challenges conventional ideas of success.
Absolutely, and this resonates with me too. Have you ever felt that pull between what's expected of you and forging your own path?
Oh, absolutely. And as we know, the music industry is full of competition and pressure to conform.
Yeah.
But East Side Flow addresses this head on. Moosewalla acknowledges the negativity and the critics, but he chooses to focus on his passion.
Yeah, he doesn't let the noise get to him, which is something I really admire. It makes me think about, how we all deal with negativity in our own lives.
Mm-hmm.
What are some of the strategies that you found helpful?
For me, it's about remembering my own goals and my own values. It's really easy to get caught up in what other people think, but ultimately your own path is what matters most.
That's such a great point. And this leads perfectly into the chorus of East Side Flow, where Moosewalla emphasizes the importance of staying grounded. He uses this Punjabi phrase, gare beke marana ni galan. Could you break that down for us?
Sure. It basically translates to, despite leaving home, the stories of my home remain. In Punjabi culture, family and community are super important.
Mm-hmm.
So even as someone achieves success, remembering their roots and staying true to their values is paramount.
Yeah, it's this reminder that no matter where life takes you, those core values are what ground you.
Yeah.
Something we can all relate to, right? Whether it's your family, your culture, your personal beliefs. What are those anchors that help you stay true to yourself?
That's a really great question. And I think it's something to ponder as we go into verse 2, where Moosewalla tackles this other universal experience, dealing with doubters.
He's definitely not holding back in this one.
Yeah.
He calls out those who question his authenticity and his success, emphasizing that, he built his career brick by brick. It's like he's saying, I earned this.
Right, and there's this strong sense of pride in his unconventional style. He almost seems to embrace it as a way of setting himself apart. This is where the musical analysis can get really interesting.
Okay, let's dive into that. What makes Moosewalla's sounds so unique? How did he blend these genres to create something so fresh?
Well, he masterfully combines elements of traditional Punjabi music with hip-hop and rap, creating this sound that resonated with a younger generation while challenging the established norms of the Punjabi music scene.
Okay.
And for those who aren't familiar with the genres, hip-hop originated in the African-American and Latinx communities of New York City in the 1970s, while rap, which emphasizes spoken rhythmic lyrics, is a key element of hip-hop culture.
Wow, so he was really breaking down barriers, not just with his message, but also with his sound.
Exactly. And this willingness to challenge conventions extended to his lyrics, too.
Yeah.
He wasn't afraid to call out hypocrisy, which is a theme that resonates with pretty much everyone. I mean, we've all encountered people who judge without understanding. It's a powerful reminder to be more open-minded and empathetic when we interact with others.
Absolutely. That's definitely something I'm taking away from this deep dive.
As we move towards the end of the song, we get this clearer picture of Moosewalla's persona.
Yeah.
He comes across as confident, committed to his craft, unafraid to speak his mind, and definitely not one to conform just to fit in. And this is all consistent with his wider career and public image.
Yeah, let's explore that in part 2.
So Moosewalla was known for being outspoken and for addressing social and political issues in his music.
He wasn't afraid to challenge the status quo.
Exactly. He used his platform to, speak truth to power, which earned him both praise and criticism. And this fearlessness is something that really shines through in East Side Flow.
Yeah, it's like his music was this extension of himself, raw and real. So as we wrap up this deep dive into East Side Flow, What are the key takeaways you want our listeners to reflect on?
Well, there are a few layers here to consider. First, there is Moosewala's personal journey,
Hmm.
and it reminds us that success can come from kind of unexpected places,
Right.
and that resilience is key when you're facing obstacles.
It's that classic story of, defying expectations and achieving success on your own terms.
Mhm.
I think that's something that resonates with a lot of people.
Yeah, definitely. Then there's his message of staying authentic, staying true to yourself, and not letting, negativity derail you. And these are themes that speak to all of us, really, regardless of background or aspirations.
Yeah, and something that really struck me was his call to confront hypocrisy and challenge assumptions.
Mm.
It's this reminder to be more understanding and empathetic, in our interactions.
Yeah, it's about fostering genuine dialogue and connection rather than just rushing to judgment.
So much to think about. As you listen to East Side Flow, what resonates most with you? What connections do you make to your own life?
Hmm. I find myself drawn to the idea of staying grounded. Even as we evolve and, grow, it's important to remember where we came from and what really matters to us.
Yeah, and for me, it's his unwavering commitment to his craft. He pursued his passion despite the challenges and never compromised his vision.
It's pretty inspiring, right? It kind of makes you want to go after your own dreams with that same level of dedication.
Oh, absolutely. Now, before we wrap up, I have one final thought-provoking question for you. What other artists in any genre come to mind who explore these similar themes of overcoming adversity, staying authentic, and using their voice to make a difference?
That's a really great question to think about. There are so many artists out there who use their music to connect with us on like a deeper level, to inspire us and to challenge us to think differently. Think about the artists who resonate most with you and why their messages connect.
It's fascinating how music can just spark those reflections and connections. It's this reminder that music is more than just entertainment. It's a reflection of our shared human experiences, our hopes, our struggles, and our triumphs.
And each song, each artist offers a unique perspective and a story waiting to be discovered. So keep exploring, keep listening, and keep those conversations going.
We've unpacked so much today, but we've really only scratched the surface of this powerful song, East Side Flow. It's one of those songs that stays with you long after you've heard it, prompting you to think about your own journey, your values, and the impact that you want to make on the world.
You know what else is interesting about this deep dive? It's really highlighted how a single song can be like this gateway to exploring broader themes and ideas. It's a reminder that art in all its forms can be such a powerful tool for reflection, growth, and connection.
Absolutely. And as we bring this deep dive to a close, I encourage you to give East Side Flow a listen and see what resonates with you. Maybe it'll become your new anthem for conquering challenges, or simply a reminder to stay true to yourself.
And remember, music is subjective. What speaks to one person may not resonate with another. And that's okay. The beauty of art is that it invites, multiple interpretations and sparks those personal connections.
So don't be shy about sharing your own interpretations of East Side Flow with others. It's through those conversations that we can deepen our understanding and appreciation for the power of music.
And who knows, maybe you'll discover a new artist or a song that speaks to you in a way that you never expected.
That's the beauty of music, isn't it? It's like this universal language that can connect us in ways we might not even expect.
Exactly. And sometimes a single song can spark a whole chain reaction of thoughts, feelings, and discoveries.
It's like opening a door to this whole new world of possibilities. So as we wrap up our deep dive into East Side Flow, I want to leave you with this thought.
What song will you dive into next? What musical journey will you embark on?
Until next time, keep exploring the world of music and keep those ears open for those songs that truly speak to your soul. So we've been talking about how East Side Flow really highlights the power of music to connect us and make us think.
Yeah, it's been great.
It's amazing how much you can uncover just from looking at one song.
Right. It's like this one song opens up a whole world of ideas and themes.
Exactly. So before we wrap things up, is there anything else about East Side Flow or Sidhu Moosewala that you think our listeners should know?
Well, one thing that's important to remember is that Sidhu Moosewala was tragically killed in 2022.
Oh yeah, that's right.
It was a huge loss for the music world and his fans.
Absolutely. His music had such a powerful impact on so many people.
And it continues to inspire people even today.
I think that speaks to the lasting power of his message.
You know, it's a message of resilience, staying true to yourself, overcoming obstacles. It's timeless.
It really is. And it makes you appreciate his music even more, knowing the kind of person he was.
Right. He lived what he sang about.
And I think that authenticity is what really resonates with people.
Definitely.
So as we end our deep dive into East Side Flow, I want to encourage everyone listening to check out his other music if you haven't already.
Yeah, there's a whole catalog of amazing songs out there.
And think about what we've discussed today.
How music can connect us, inspire us, and challenge us.
How it can help us understand ourselves and the world around us a little bit better.
And who knows, maybe it'll spark some new ideas or perspectives in your own life.
Exactly. So until next time, keep listening, keep exploring, and keep those deep dives going.
Happy listening, everyone.